Stop fearing your Saturn return. There's so much fear mongering about Saturn returns. Stop. Just stop. I'll never forget the time that in the summer of 2013, when I was 19 years old, I had a professional astrologer tell me that my Saturn return was going to be so difficult. Couldn't be further from the truth. And I didn't know until much later when I signed up for Chris Brennan's Hellenistic Astrology course and I started learning about Hellenistic astrology that there's such a thing called day charts and night charts. Those of you who have day charts or have the sun above the horizon in your birth chart, you will not have as much of a difficult time with Saturn. This is because Saturn is on your team. So Saturn is not the most challenging malefic in my chart. Mars is the most challenging planet in my chart. This is because I have a day chart. If you have a night chart or the sun is below the horizon, then Saturn is more challenging for you and Mars is more on your team. There are two malefics in astrology, Saturn and Mars. One of them is going to be really challenging. One of them is not going to be as challenging. Saturn return ended up being the most wonderful, glorious, abundant, successful, happy, fulfilling times in my life, like ever. The first time in my life, I felt a deep sense of meaning, fulfillment, and purpose in my life when my Saturn return began. But also, I did my most meaningful work. I became a millionaire. I've helped so many people. I've traveled the entire globe and back around again. In 2024, it was my dream to get published, literally got published for my work. I live in France. My marriage is the happiest it's ever been. I can't complain. The only things that haven't been as great is I've gained a lot of weight in my stomach over here. And also my hobbies have kind of fallen by the wayside. Like doing filmmaking or short films on YouTube, which I did for years, literally not interesting to me. I need to serve. I need to help people. That's Saturn. Saturn is work and labor and your mission and what you're here to do, how to step into your authority. And this has all been happening for me since March of 2023. And so I want to ask you today, what started for you? What theme started for you in March of 2023? And the other thing I want you to ask yourself is, do you have a day chart or a night chart? Is Saturn more challenging or is Mars more challenging? And look to your Mars returns and your Saturn returns. Which one has been more challenging for you? For me, it's always my Mars returns. I always get sick when my Mars goes back to the 6th house. You got to look at your birth chart. If you're ready to get started reading your own timeline, understanding your own transits, your zodiacal, releasing your timeline of your biography, comment timeline down below and I'll send you the link to my live course, Trust Your Timeline. Learn transits, secondary progressions, how to manifest with the moon, use zodiacal releasing, all of these techniques and live classes. Get future updates, lifetime access. You can sign up now. Doors will be closing in 2 weeks' time.